want me to be. Yahweh, please have mercy on me. Yahweh, please have mercy on me. Yahweh, be what you want me. Yahweh, please have mercy on me. I wanna be what you want me to be. Please have mercy on me. Show not easy, Yahweh shot, nowhere to escape, hear the desperate cry. The Christians say they wanna crack the sky, but I wait impatient on the king who come. I wanna be brother when I walk through the gate. I get tired when I think about a snake. Why they wanna try us? Why they wanna be fake? Yet I think I make a soldier. 3 is gold, 10 life a man. The war is on, fight to the end. If I fall down, gotta rise again. I get tired, I cannot be in. For your love's sake, do it love myself. Would trade my peace for a pot of wealth. But my foes will, they'll bad, but they'll then murder the one that'll run for help. I need help, so I called your name. My heart hurt with a lot of pain. The world crazy, make it go insane. Give me mama love, cause this kind screen. To the gullible, why I know you in my prayer. Don't you give up, know Yahweh here. Don't worry, see, he will appear and pull his people away from here. Worthy is the Lamb. I wanna be what you want me to be. Yahweh, please have mercy on me. Yahweh, please have mercy on me. Yahweh, be what you want me to be. Yahweh, please have mercy on me. I wanna be what you want me to be.
Shalom, 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 shalom. 1 Kings chapter 18. Obadiah meets Alayah. And it came to pass after many days that the word of Yahweh came to Alayah in the 3rd year, saying, Go, show yourself unto Ahab, and I will send rain upon the earth. And Alayah went to show himself unto Ahab, and there was a sore famine in Samaria. And Ahab called Obadiah, which was the governor of his house. Now Obadiah feared Yahweh greatly, for it was so, when Jezebel cut off the prophets of Yahweh, that Obadiah took 100 prophets and hid them by 50 in a cave, and fed them with bread and water. And Ahab said unto Obadiah, Go into the land unto all fountains of water, and unto all the brooks, peradventure we may find grass to save the horses and mules alive, that we lose not all the beasts. So they divided the land between them to pass throughout it. Ahab went one way by himself, and Obadiah went another way by himself. And as Obadiah was in the way, behold, Alayah met him, and he knew him. So Elijah knew Obadiah, and fell on his face, and said, Are you Adonijah, Alayah? Are you my sir? Are you my master, Elijah? And he answered him, I am, go. I am, go. So Obadiah was Elijah's slave, was his servant. Tell Adonijah, behold, tell your Lord, behold, Alayah is here. And he said, What have I sinned, that thou wouldest deliver thy slave into the hand of Ahab to slay me? As Yahweh thy Elohim liveth, there is one nation, there is no nation, or king, or kingdom, whether Adonijah have not sent to seek you. And when they said, He is not here, he is not there, he took an oath of the kingdom, and nation, that they have found you not. And now you say, go tell Adonaiah, go tell your master, behold, Allah is here. And it shall come to pass as soon as I am done from you, that Rawak Yahweh shall carry you whether I know not. Carry you whether I know not. And so when I come to tell Ahab, and he cannot find you, he shall slay me, but your slave, your abad, fear Yahweh from my youth. Ain't that something sound similar to what Abana Simon Peter said? Was it not told Adonaiah, my master, what I did when, let me see how to say Jezebel 13. We go over here because I'm tired of saying Jezebel. So let me go Jezebel. Uh, Ayazabal, Ayazabala, Ayazabala. Okay, Ayazabala. And that's verse 13. Ayazabala. Was it not told Adonaiah what I did when Ayazabala slew the Nabayathwa prophets of Yahweh? How I hid 100 Adam of Yahweh's prophets by 50 in the cave. That's Yahweh's slaves, though. And fed them with lacham, bread, wamayam, and water. And now you say, go tell Adonai, go tell Master, behold, listen, look, pay attention. Allah is here, and he shall kill me. And Allah said, wa Allah Amar, so let me go over here. Wa ya Amar, wa ya Amar, Allah wa Haya. And Elijah said, and Allah said, as Yahweh of hosts lives, before whom I stand, I will surely show myself unto him today. So Abadiah went to meet Ahab and told him, and Ahab went to meet Allah. And it came to pass, Ahab saw Allah, that Ahab said unto him, art you he that trouble Yasha'al? Look at this. Are you he that trouble Yasha'al? That's Yahweh's slaves as well. And he answered, I have not troubled Yasha'al, but you and your father's house, but you and your father's Bayath, that you have forsaken the commandments of Yahweh, and you have forsaken Balaam. I mean, you have followed Balaam, my bad. Now therefore, send and gather to me, call Yasharal, all Israel, Wa'ai, Wa'aita, Shalach, Quabats, Alaya. Oh, I'm going to read too far. Now therefore, send and gather to me all Yasharal unto Mount Carmel, and the Nabayathwa and the prophets of Baal, 450, and the Nabayathwa of the groves, 400, and eat at Azabala table. Eat at Jezebel table. Azabala table. And they say right here, Allah or Baal on Mount Carmel. So Remember when Masha set a line in the sand? Shalom, Zaquan, the Solomon Project. How you doing today, Elder? So right here, see, y'all set a line. So when we give our allegiance to another, Allahayim set a line caught between two houses. So this is Ahab's house against Yahweh's house, because Ahab's house was going against Yahweh's house, his house rules. He was following another, Baalayam. All right, Balaam. So right here, Yahweh giving him an option, because he always give us an option. Allah or Baal. Allahayim or Baal on Mount Carmel. So Ahab sent unto Kal Habanayam all the children Yasharal of Israel, and gathered Hanabayathwa the prophets together unto Mount Carmel. Wa Alayah Waya Gash Walagash Alayahwa. So in Alayah came unto all the people and said, how long halt ye between two opinions? If Yahweh be Allah, if Yahweh be Allahayim, let me skip it to there. This is verse 21. And then we finna get into what we finna talk about. So he say, why halt you between two witnesses? So the word therefore halt is Pasach, like you say Pesach, Pasach, Pasachiam, halt you. Isla, between, they say isle, between. Shanayam, two, or this Shatai, Tashaya, Shataya, my bad, two. Opinions, opinion.
Strong's H, 5587. First reading, Se'ipa. Se'ipa. Second reading, Se'ipim. Se'ipim.
Now, so then on the end of that word, they have a feminine plural, and it is ha. And at the beginning of this word is Sa'ipa, and it means opinions. Right here, read up at the top of this word right here in H 5587 in the King James Version, chapter 18, verse 21, inside of the Blue Letter Bible, it say Ha Sa'i Payam. And it's two opinions. Right here, Ama, if, I'm, if, Yahweh, that's H 3068. And it say right here, H 430, Allah, Ha'Allah Hayam, the Allahayim, the judge, the ruler, the Almighty, Lakalak, follow him. All right, so he had to make a decision. It was either Baal or Yahweh, Baal or Allahayim. So when he broke the commandments, it goes up to the top of the house. Doing well, my brother. Get in the word. Thing. Con. So he was caught between two opinions, whether if he should follow Ba'alayam, whom a lot of people followed, or whether he should follow Yahweh Alahayim, whom Yahweh's slaves followed. All right, the Nabayathwa of Yahweh and the Nabayathwa of Baal. What opinion is he going to follow? Is he going to follow the opinion of man, or is he going to follow the command of Yahweh? All right, and he's the king. So he got to make a decision. Is he going to lead his people inside of a ditch? Or is he going to lead his people as a king should, in the paths of righteousness and truth? All right. And every Adam is to be the head of his house, and Yahweh Shai is to be his head, and Yahweh is the head of Yahweh Shai, who is above all. So if the woman and the Adam submit to Yahweh, the Adam and the Ayash and the Asha submit to Yahweh, they submitting to Yahweh Shai, they submitting to Yahweh. So that's what we see this right here. And so now when I go back into what we were studying on yesterday, or was it yesterday or the day before? Caught between two houses. And I heard people talking about the how our people is racist because we teaching that we should be with each other in marriage and in business. A lot of people is calling that some form of racism. This has nothing to do with racism. Racism is a modern construct created to create two kinds of classes of people, white and black. We saw the specifications of the white race. Race means running down the road. But this in English, in American English, race and racism, just like you could say can mean I can do it, or can mean a can of soup. The words do not always mean the same. It depends on what context you're using those words. Shalom akhwatia, Naomi, and Barakathan unto you as well, sister. So a lot of us is caught between two opinions. We caught between what somebody else believe, and we caught between what modern days, what people believe, and we caught between what the foundational days, what people believe. All right. Some of them in the ancient days, which is the foundational days, they believed in Baal. They believed in that golden calf. They believed in worshiping the serpent that was lifted up in the wilderness. And some of them believed in Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. I mean Yahweh in Yahweh before Yahweh Shai came in the flesh. Some of them believed in Yahweh and they believed in his promise, and some of them believed not because Masha spoke of Yahweh Shai. So they had a report of Yahweh Shai. Some of them believed and some of them believed not. So when you leave out of the hood and somebody say, go and pick a switch, somebody that don't understand Gullah, and they hear you say go pick a switch, unless they is familiar with Gullah, if they hear an older elderly lady say, I want you to go and pick a switch, they didn't understand what that meant if they don't understand what the Gullah people is saying. But if the Gullah, which is the dispersed elderly mother, say go and pick a switch, if you a Gullah baby, you know that grandma said going somebody finna get toe up. And if you say that, people don't understand that because toe up don't mean the same thing or what it mean in the dictionary, in the English dictionary in England, mate. It don't mean the same thing. But if they add a modern saying to it, then they'll say getting toe up don't mean it's a child abuse. It mean it's a phrase to let the child know that you about to get something you don't want, so you better go and do what grandma and granddaddy say. I'm finna pull out the switch. Like some of my brothers and sisters say now, I'm about to pull out the out the whip, out the scrap. They don't mean they finna pull out a Glock. They mean they finna pull off their belt and tend to them hind part. That's what that means. And then now we got the little Timmy law and the little Jimbo law, where it say you should not talk to little Timbo. Talk sense into little Timbo. You can't talk sense into little Timbo. You know, you can't do it. Even with a horse, it's a certain way to train a horse. A child is stubborn as a horse at times. They don't know no better. And it take the parent to raise the child, not the child to raise the parent. So when people is trying to do away with old landmarks, they're doing away with the structure. All right, so I'm finna go ahead and start reading some of these things uh that we've been studying on, y'all. But willing, let me see. I think I didn't switch the book. Let me see. I'm gonna switch this book out. Replace this book. Okay, it didn't. It never I thought I downloaded it, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna go ahead and read up on some more up on this one here. All right. So hold on. The mic is going to make some strange noises. So let me pause and I'm gonna go ahead and speak with you. Okay, so this right here, this book that I was reading to y'all the other day came out of the Oxford Dictionary. So this is the evidence. You see where they put the animal on his back to scrape him up and all that. Hold on, Mashkan. So there's more evidence right there. Slaves, loan credit sale, Thursday, March 25th, 1858. It means it was going. It means it was happening. List of acclimated slaves right here. Loan credit sale, plantation hands by Vickney Ochner, Thursday, March 25th, 1858. I'm gonna go with some more. We should ask ourselves which one of these houses should we be listening to? Which one of these houses should we be submitting to? Great sale here of slaves, January the 10th, 1855. Bucks, winch, winch, $1, 17 bucks. Age from 12 to 20, excellent. Age 52, good. Canal man, All right, I'm back. I'm back. So that's what we dealing with, you know. And so when the scripture told us in the book of Numbers not to marry strange women or to give our daughters nor our sons to them to be married, he had a reason for that. When you fighting between two houses, you dealing with uh two kingdoms, two houses with two different opinions fighting against each other. All right, the scriptures say not to do that, not to mingle your seeds amongst uh with different peoples. But when you look inside of modern constructs, it tell you to mingle them, and they use emotions and all type of things. When you have a child that is mixed, uh, the child is mixed. It's not black or white. The child is mixed, right? So now the child has a side of his family that are inheritors of the plantation ownership, and you have a child or that's inheritors of overseeing the plantation because they're of the white race or whatever other race that's not considered as black. And then you have a child that's considered as the black race, and they inherit the shame and the humiliation and to be downtrodden. So sometimes the child have a conflict of interest, right? And what we see a lot of times is that the children at times have chosen to side with the other side of them, right? They're not black or white, they're mixed, right? So we see an issue with the children that are mixed, that they sometimes will side with the side that's against their brother and sister. And when you see our salvation is judgment to the wicked of this world. Our salvation is judgment against the kingdoms that was established on the blood of our ancestors. Our salvation is the destruction of the world. But their salvation, which is not salvation, but it's just them drinking of the filthy cup that they gonna drink, and that a lot of us is drinking. Their uh uh falsified salvation is that this is gonna always be, and that we got to stay on top and we got to stay hurting people. But the salvation of the kingdom is that Messiah's kingdom is going to come and destroy the iron and the clay and the whole statue that the king Nebuchadnezzar dreamed in a dream. All right. So when you see a conflict of interest, if you know that in order for people to keep getting gold, they got to keep robbing a group of people to get the gold, and you are mixed with those people, and you say I stand with the side of my blood that's not agreeable to that, then you is a person that's submitting to the kingdom, right? You is that part of that mixed